Today I'm going to talk all about the Miss Supranational 2022 Sashing ceremony. Welcome, my name is Dani Walker. If you enjoy pageant related content or travel content, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell. I'm going to get right into it today. I'm going to give you some first impression thoughts from contestants that stuck out to me for a number of reasons. I will say about this year's sashing ceremony that I wish that the camera would have been zoomed out a little bit more, because I really liked how last year we were able to see the contestants walk up to the staging area, and so it just gave me a little bit more to work with. But regardless of that, here were some of my initial thoughts. Argentina, so beautiful, so fit too. Oh my goodness, I need to work out with these ladies. Honestly, she looked great. Belgium to me is so pretty, and she looked so good in orange. This color was just perfect on her. Brazil is beautiful, and I even went and looked up her social media as well. I wanted to see how she looked when she was competing, and beautiful. I just wish she would have wore a different dress for this event. Colombia, really pretty. She kind of reminds me of Valentina, who won Miss Grand a few years ago. I can't remember the year. I want to say maybe she was, gosh, I don't know, 2019, 2020. But she kind of gave me those vibes. I really like the gold dress that she wore. I just wish she would have gone with a little bit lighter lip. Dominican Republic, did anyone recognize the dress that she wore? It was very similar to the, I believe it was Gianni Stracia gown that Vanessa Goncalves wore when she won Miss Universe Venezuela. Excuse me, if it wasn't Gianni Stracia, then it would have been Douglas Tapia, because they both designed so many gowns for Venezuela, but I think it's Gianni Stracia. It has to be. He did a lot of that style of beading. If you're enjoying this episode, would you please share it with a friend by taking a screenshot and sharing it on social media, then tagging me at Dani Walker. India was gorgeous in her sari, no less. Oh my gosh, that gold, I've never seen one quite like that. Stunning. Indonesia, if you watch my Putri Indonesia recap, you'll know that I really loved her this year, so I'm just very excited to see her at a competition. Jamaica really stood out, not only visually, but I have to say I felt her confidence on camera. Japan really surprised me with her dress. I loved it. I thought it was so fun. Mauritius is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Mauritius isn't one of those countries where they have that big sash factor, but they showed up this year. Panama, really beautiful here. She looked just very prepared, and she's reminding me of somebody else, but I can't remember. If she reminds you of somebody else too, comment below. Peru, loved this dress on her, and I must say she just came across as very confident. Philippines, huge fan favorite. When does Philippines not look prepared, right? But I have to say one thing about this dress that she was wearing, it was fitted so well. And as somebody who loves fashion, but also as somebody who sews, I know how difficult it is to work with those satin types of fabrics, kind of like something that I'm wearing right now. It's just really hard when you're sewing these pieces together, because there's a lot of rippling that can happen in these fabrics. And so this dress had none of that, and it fit her perfectly. Puerto Rico, she is so beautiful, first of all. But second, I have to say, she just seems so sweet. Do you ever feel that from a contestant when you're watching them? I'm just like, you seem like such a sweet contestant. I love that. Romania. Let's talk Romania for a second. So I think it was, gosh, what year was it? 2021, 2020, when Bianca represented Romania at Miss Universe. And she had previously competed at Supranational as well. So I feel like there's just something special, I don't know what it is, about contestants from Romania that compete at Supranational and Universe. But I must say, Romania, gorgeous contestant, very excited for her. I want to see what she brings to the competition. And honestly, even if this doesn't work out, I wonder if she's eligible for Universe. I'd love to see her there too. I'm so glad that South Africa looked fantastic and that I get to talk about her in this episode. If I were competing this year, I must say that I would probably be thinking about South Africa. How can you not? She just finished top 3 at Miss Universe, and I feel like that's gonna give her a lot of confidence for this competition. But for this specific event, for this sashing ceremony, I gotta say that I don't know what it was about her hair and makeup, but her face, it really stood out. Oh my gosh, you could really see her beauty. And I feel like it's always so interesting sometimes. It's like your hair and makeup can be off one day and it can look crazy on camera. I can relate. I'm on camera all the time and I go back to my videos all the time and I look and I'm like, what happened that day? I don't know. How did I show up like that? But some days you're just on and you're like, wow, that looks so great. I look so good. And I just felt like that was one of those days for her. Oh my gosh. Thailand. So stunning. So I'm a fan of hers. I watched her compete at Miss Universe Thailand and I followed her journey there and she finished in the top 5. When she won the Thailand title for Supranational, I was so happy for her. It's so cool to see contestants when they come back and they finally get that crowning moment. So I feel like she's gonna do a great job representing Thailand. Trinidad and Tobago, oh my goodness. So pretty, so pretty. Where did she come from? I mean, I know Trinidad and Tobago, but has she competed other places? Turkey was very beautiful as well, and I felt like she was just glowing. I need that skincare routine. I must say our USA representative is very beautiful. So I know people are gonna say I'm biased, and that's okay. Maybe I am biased. Go USA. Venezuela, oh my gosh. When is Venezuela not stunning though? This is really no exception. She looks great. I liked this look for her though. Really loving the straight hair. Honestly, I hope that she decides to compete like this for the evening gown competition. I don't know, maybe what she's gonna wear makes sense with a different hairstyle, but this one for me is just working. Vietnam, we have another former Miss Universe contestant with us. Okay, this is what makes this competition so interesting because it just makes it so competitive when contestants competed at another huge international pageant and you learn so much from that experience. Then you take that experience and you bring it on over. So I really wouldn't be surprised to see the contestants that have already competed at Miss Universe back in a top 5 for this competition. Thank you for joining me for this episode. I know so many of you have been messaging about Supra episodes, and so stay tuned for the next one that'll be coming out very soon, but I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you like other pageant recaps and coverage, then check out these other recent episodes that I created that I think you'll enjoy. But thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon.